Hi, and welcome to Ask Me Anything. I'm so thrilled to be here with you and to help support you as you go on your journey of transformation through life. So, transformation is a big word, and a lot of times we don't even recognize when we're in the process of transforming. And so, one of the things that I love to do is to take some assessments of my life either on a monthly basis. Sometimes life is moving so fast, I'll do it on a weekly basis. Sometimes it's moving slower than other times, so I might do it on a every couple of month basis. But one of the things I love to do is look at what am I working on? What am I shifting? What am I changing? What am I doing to transform how I'm being in life? So, growth is all about our ability to recognize where we're stuck and where and what we do to get movement. Now, if you understand what you look like or what you experience when you're stuck, then very quickly you can recognize where you're stuck in life, whether it's career, relationship, health, family, motivation, fun, joy, adventure, you name it. But if you recognize what it feels like for you to get stuck, then very quickly you can assess, oh my God, I'm feeling stuck. And I'm feeling stuck in these areas. Or maybe I'm feeling stuck in life in general. And then you get to change it. Because one of the biggest things that we take for granted is time. We take the amount of time that we have here for granted. We assume there's always going to be more time to live. So with that experience, with those assumptions, a lot of time, we just kind of live through our day and we're not directed, or we don't have as much passion, or we don't have as much purpose playing every single day. But if you woke up every day and said to yourself, this could be my last day. How do I want to spend it? What am I going to contribute today? What am I passionate about moving forward? I bet you would have a very different experience. I worked with a woman years and years ago who had breast cancer, and then she had breast cancer again. And she had the kind back then that was highly treatable. So it was sort of shocking that she got it a second time and then a third time. And what we discovered, so by the time of her third time was when we began to work together. And she said the first time she got breast cancer, she didn't change anything. She fit the cancer into the way she was running life. And how she lived her life was for everyone and everything outside of herself. And she bore herself ragged. That was just how she thought she should be in life. The second time she got cancer, she did it a little bit different. She took a leave from her job. She let go of things that didn't feel good to her anymore. She learned how to say no, like, yes, thank you, but no, thank you. Thanks for that honor, and I'm choosing to pass. So in that process, she learned very quickly, how do I begin to only allow in those things in my life that serve me, or that I'm passionate about, or that I want to do. Knowing that all of us sometimes, I can already hear some of you saying, oh yeah, but we always have to do certain things. Yes, I have to get up every morning and unload the dishwasher, and so did she. She had to sweep a kitchen floor, throw in a load of laundry. We're not saying that every moment of every day is going to be the amazing, passionate thing. But we're saying that more and more of your days can be spent doing the things that you love to do if you're willing to say no to the things that you don't love to do. So the third time that she had a recurrence of cancer, one day we were meeting and she said, Marianne, I really think this has been the greatest gift of my life. And it caught my attention. And I'm like, what? Like the greatest gift? And she said, yes, because cancer taught me how to live. And she said, I feel so sorry for all you other people that haven't had the experience of learning how to live. And it was one of those moments in life where you just sit back and you think, oh, there's so much wisdom in what you just said. How do I incorporate this idea of living for the day, for the moment, rather than always assuming I was going to have tomorrow? And at that time, when this was going on, my kids were very young. And I remember some days coming home from work and they were, in their playroom and playing, and I'd go down and I'd play with them a little bit. And then I'd say, oh, I'll have more time tomorrow. And so then I would go and do, I don't know, some other chore or something else that needed to get done. And I looked at that and I said, I keep assuming that I'm going to have tomorrow with my kids. What if I didn't assume that? What would I organize differently? What would I do differently? Now, I still stayed working because that was my passion. But now how I worked became different. I changed my hours. I saved a lot of energy for my children. I got up earlier instead of saying, oh, it's your morning to get up with them, and really sort of resenting that they got up at 6 a.m. every morning. I started to say, ooh, from 6 to 8, I have them all to myself. What can we go create in these 2 hours? What can we get into? What can we do? What fun can we have? And some mornings they were up for it, and other mornings they just wanted to cuddle on the couch and read some books. Great. But you see how that little mindset change really changed my relationship to how I was spending my time with my kids. Now, I looked at that in all aspects of my life. I looked at that in health. I looked at that for finances. I looked at that for partnership. So I went through each and every aspect, and I started to say, if I wasn't guaranteed tomorrow, what would I do differently in these areas, either on a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week, on a month-to-month? And I got so clear about the things that I knew I wanted to either experience, create, support others around. And I went and I did them. I stopped putting off for tomorrow, whatever it was. So live your life as if you had no more tomorrows. If you asked yourself that question every day at the beginning of the month, what would you be doing differently for yourself? Because when we change up the way we do things to really support what we want to experience, our level of joy and happiness just increases 10 times. Our ability to flow with life increases. And here's the most interesting thing, our ability to be more productive increases because we go at things in a very matter-of-fact way. We don't let the laundry sitting down in the laundry room take any energy from us. We just simply go down and we do it, and we get clear on it, and we move on. So when you are thinking about, if today is my last day, what would I want to make sure I did today or experience today? Or who would I want to connect to today? And you live your life from that place. Start to notice how your happiness meter goes up. Start to notice how much joy and excitement starts coming into your life, because you're living from a place of passion, you're living from a place of power, and you're living from, most importantly, a place of connection with yourself. And you're getting out of an old mindset that just assumes we have many, many, many days ahead. Now, it's great if we do, all the more power to us. But if we don't, at least we lived our lives here with purpose and passion.